This is Dave Espino, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, where do I start with putting together an online course? Now I'll tell you where I start, and this is after creating 60 plus online courses. Where I start is I get out a yellow pad and I start with the title at the very top of the yellow pad, the title of my course or the working title, and then I ask myself every possible question that somebody might have about the topic. And I just basically brain dump everything that somebody might have, every possible question. I just write it all down. That's step number one. Step number two is I now start to number each question in the order that makes sense. So basically I start with the simplest questions, the very basic questions. Like for example, if you're a football coach, there's a very famous quote where Vince Lombardi, famous football coach, said, "Gentlemen, this is a football." And he was holding up the football, right? That was at the beginning of the season. He would start with, "Gentlemen, this is a football." Well, that's how you want to start your course. You want to start with the most basic definitions, the most basic questions that somebody might have about your topic, and then slowly number them in slightly more advanced and more advanced and more advanced topics. And you want to number them so that they flow from one topic to the next, so that as the person is growing through the course, they're understanding more and more of the course and more of the topic. It's really that simple. So you brain dump, number one. Number two, you prioritize the questions in an order that makes sense, and that helps the student flow from understanding the basic concepts to the more advanced concepts to the really advanced concepts. And then step number three is each one of those questions becomes a title in your PowerPoint presentation. So let's say that the first question is, "Gentlemen, this is a football," or the first statement or whatever. This is a football, right? You put that in the PowerPoint as the very first one. It says, "What is a football?" Right? And then if the next question is, what is the purpose or what is the goal of the game, right? That would be the next PowerPoint page. That's step number three. You create your headlines for each PowerPoint page. Step number four is you fill in each of those headlines with additional content. So for example, if this is a football, you explain what a football is, what it's made of, where it originated, how the sport has grown. You put some basics about that, right? And then if the next question is, what is the goal of a football game? Then you answer those questions in the PowerPoints that follow that. And so you're fleshing out this PowerPoint presentation with the best information and the best flow, and then you're adding in and filling in details as needed. And then step number five is I add images that support the content, because you don't want just a bunch of written content, a bunch of written text on a page. And you want it so that it flows from one idea to the next idea to the next idea. So you don't want to give them a whole page full of a bunch of text. You want to just have one thought on each page as you go. And then what you do, once you've got your PowerPoint done, then you use a very simple screen recording software called Screencast-O-Matic. And I'm going to have a link below this video to Screencast-O-Matic. And you use that to record your video. Basically what you're doing is you're presenting your PowerPoint on the computer screen and you're recording yourself giving that presentation. And it's really an awesome and a very easy way to record. And then once you've got that, then you publish it to your favorite online course platform or your self-hosted platform, and now you're in business. And by the way, that Screencast-O-Matic tool, it's only 18 bucks. So with an $18 software tool, an $18 screen recording tool, and then just a microphone, like a $40 or $50 microphone, you're in business. You're creating online courses on any topic that you feel comfortable with, that you're good at, anything that I call your superpower, you're in business. If you'd like to know more about the online course business, which I call the world's most perfect business, be sure to get my book, The World's Most Perfect Business, just published, and it's going to show you everything you need to know about the online course world. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.